So we've already covered a lot of ground, and we've touched a few times on sophomore year, junior year. I was wondering if we could just zoom out for a minute and sort of talk through the timeline of some milestones that students and their families should really be looking for as they progress throughout high school. Are there things that you definitely have to do by a certain time? You know, obviously with the side note that one doesn't have to immediately go to college immediately out of high school. But if that's your plan, what's your timeline look like?
Yeah. So, and we talk about this a little bit in the book, but I'm living it right now, again, with a 9th grader and 11th grader. My big message to students, but also to families that have 9th and 10th graders is go to class, be a good human, right? Get involved with things in your community and in your school, right? I mean, so just control the rooms you walk into every day and show up in those places with as much like effort and energy as you can. So whatever that might be for you, regardless of the classes you're taking or the sport or club or volunteer thing you're doing, like that's not about college. Leave that to the side. This is about being a good high school student and being a good person. Because if you do that, you're setting up a foundation for ultimately what colleges are looking for. They are, at a very simple level, they're looking for good high school students who had an impact inside and outside the classroom. So you do that as a freshman and a sophomore, you're taking care of things that are going to come down the road. As a junior, and again, this is kind of where my son is now, is in the fall of his junior year. The important thing for families to know, and this is, students of course get sick of hearing this, is like junior year matters a lot. And the reason is it's the last full year that schools see. And we may or may not get into this whole thing about early action and early decision and all this stuff. But the idea is that a lot of colleges are making their admission decisions in the fall of the senior year without even a full fall semester. So that junior year is, pretty critical. That's also the year where it's time to start, you've probably done maybe some practice tests like practice ACT or practice SAT, but this is the time, depending on, I would say, what math you're in, to either take a fall or a spring SAT or ACT.